Okay, this is my attempt to try to get the National Cathedral. It's obviously not possible. Take a picture of it with a still shot. So I'm scanning. It goes a long way. Alright, here we are inside the Washington Monument. Kinga coughing appropriately, as we'll all be sick after standing outside in the rain. There's the outside and the security that we came through. Now we're waiting in the line. People from Oologah and Rogers to go up the elevator. Yay. Up to the Washington Monument is on its way. So now we're looking out the Washington Monument on a very dreary day. All right. Here's my lovely daughter and wife in the Washington Monument. You can look out of the four sides and kind of halfway see. Here's what you're supposed to be able to see right up here. But today is a very gloomy day, and so as you see Kinga looking out the window, you don't see nearly so much. Alright, we're now coming out of the monument. We'll see if it's still raining outside. Definitely it's still windy. We're going to get a picture of the flags that we want on the monument itself. And here we go. There's all the flags, which totally surround it. And then we'll back up here and see the Washington Monument. And here we go. We were just up there. It's pretty high. And here's my wife and daughter. And here we go, somewhere else. Here's the people waiting, like we were. Now you can see it a little better, but still not very good. There's my wife and daughter with the monument in the background. Now we're going to walk to the Smithsonian from here. And here we go. The monument one last time. Okay, we are now inside the Museum of American History. We came through this entrance to a lot of security. The first exhibit is the actual flag that was draped over the Pentagon after the day after the 9/11 attacks. It stayed there for more than a month, starting September 12, 2001. So it's the first exhibit as you come in to this giant museum. Still has some damage, I guess, but dirt, stuff from the Pentagon building that was smoke and ash covered. Okay, this is the exhibit called the American Presidency. You can see it's each one, and here we go. Bush, Clinton, Bush, Reagan, Carter, Ford, Nixon, LBJ, Kennedy, Eisenhower, Truman, FDR, Hoover, Calvin Coolidge, T. Harding, Woodrow Wilson, Taft, Teddy Roosevelt, McKinley, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, Grover Cleveland again, Chester Arthur, James Garfield, Rutherford B. Hayes, Ulysses Grant, Andrew Johnson, Abe Lincoln, James Buchanan, Franklin Pierce, Mary Fillmore, Zachary Taylor, Polk, Tyler, Harrison, Van Buren, Jackson, Quincy Adams, Monroe, Madison, Jefferson, John Adams, Washington. Okay, we have now entered the musical instruments section of the Museum of American History. Some violins on display. Quartet of Stradivarius instruments. All right, here we have a quick tour of Dizzy Gillespie's trumpet, Muhammad Ali's boxing glove, Michael Jordan's jersey, Sonia Henney's skates, Babe Ruth autographed baseball, Arthur Ashe's tennis racket, Team USA jersey from 1980. And a Chris Everett tennis racket. Over here are the original ruby slippers from the movie The Wizard of Oz. Boy, they don't shine like they did in the movie. And then over here, Indiana Jones's hat and jacket, a Star Trek phaser, and Minnie Pearl's hat. Okay, we're still in the Museum of American History. This is the music section. The pianos and 1854 grand piano. I know, I'm standing too close to get it all in one shot. It's a Steinway. It's a 1760 harpsichord. And a Yamaha piano. Electronic, built in 2000. Pictures of the presidents on the wall. Ulysses Grant and then Kennedy. And then one of my favorite president, Harry Truman, I did not remember that he had a fire extinguisher on his neck. A fire alarm pull down. But I guess my memory's pretty faulty. Okay, this is the history of tools. For Jeremy, I guess. Here's like a modern tool case. And then the different ones. All the way back to like that one seems to be the oldest. Or maybe that, I don't know. Well, disembarked, as they would say. And now you see we're approaching the Lincoln Memorial.
Can we go through here?
Yeah, you can go either way.
Is that good?
Yeah, I think so. Usually there is a... Where? Yeah. This is the Vietnam Wall. Wow. Lots of names.
Started in 68, I think.
Here is Carl Wayne Hill from Benton, Arkansas, that Dee and I went to school with. Graduated with, she did. And he went to Vietnam. Look at all these names though. So many people. The longest war in the history of the United States. Alright, here we have the Korean Memorial, which is the one Dee likes. It's new since I've been here. They were just working on it and about to complete it.
Lantern to our right is where the first cherry tree was planted in 1911 by the former First Lady Helen Taft, the wife of President William Howard Taft. Let me see. You'll see to the right of that lantern, off to the right where I'm pointing, a piece of stone in the ground right next to the first cherry tree that was planted, off to the right. The title base to our right is the Jefferson Memorial, dedicated on April 13, 1943, on the 200th anniversary of Thomas Jefferson's birthday. Designed after the Pantheon, which is located in Rome, Italy. Right around the edge of the monument. Capitol on the right, Washington Monument on our left. How about that? On our right is the west side where the inaugurations take place. Yeah, the Capitol.
Go on up. I'll follow you. This is Dee and Kinga on the steps of the Library of Congress. Over here you see the Capitol, which is under construction. And, and we will, in addition, see the Supreme Court building. There is Kinga on the steps of the Supreme Court building. And I'm about to stop this and take a picture. We're inside the Supreme Court building, waiting for our security check. Okay, we have now entered Union Station on our tour today. Some kind of little car that Mom likes. Here's Thunder Grill, where they have the most famous nachos in Washington, according to our driver. And we are trying to find the downstairs level. And now we found the food court. You just go down this escalator. And we're there. And here we go. Something to eat for everybody. Well, here we are at the White House. This is as close as you can get until I zoom in. Watch this. Whoa, man, we're right up there.
Let me know if we can get any part of
We zoomed in. Yes, we did. What a view. Here's my daughter taking pictures. Here's my mother.
That's your brother or your wife?
Her mother. Now, if we turn this way, you can see the Washington Monument and the Jefferson Memorial in the background.
And there's blackbirds and squirrels everywhere. Do we go to?
Well, we're here at Arlington Cemetery. This is the eternal flame that you see burning there, and the grave of John Fitzgerald Kennedy, the president, his wife Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, and a small child,
Yeah, there are 2
Patrick.
days. I don't remember that.
Also an unnamed tombstone here. It just says daughter. August 23rd, 1956.
I tell you after Daniel.
And here's my daughter and my wife here at Arlington. Okay, tape 2. We are now in the Air and Space Museum. This chronicles the flight to the moon. And here you see where they take off right here and orbit the moon twice. Pardon me, the Earth twice. And now here you go, you follow. And it's got the actual every step-by-step thing that they did. And they orbited the moon and landed right there. And when they're ready to go back home, this is the flight path back. Liftoff. 2.5 orbits around the moon. And then the one back to the Earth is really quite direct right into the Pacific Ocean. It's a really interesting diagram. It's got all 34 steps of exactly what happened when. This is a video of Kennedy's talk on the space race that he wanted to beat the Russians. I'll watch the entire video, but we won't.
Nevertheless, or require to make new efforts on our own. But while we cannot guarantee...
This is just a general overview of the Air and Space Museum. You can see there's a Tomahawk missile here. Some gigantic rockets. I don't even know what they all are, but you can see how big this museum has to be in order to house air and space objects. This is not even the main entrance. The main entrance is down here. We're going to go back down to it in a minute. Didn't have the camera on when we came through there. There's some other satellite exhibits. We'll go down to the main entrance here in just a moment. Okay, we're now at the main entrance. You can see from here some of the gigantic things. Here's an X-15, which is a rocket-powered airplane, basically. Some of the more famous things in here, though, the Spirit of St. Louis, right over there, Lindbergh plane actually, hanging for everybody to see. Right down below us here we have the Apollo 11 capsule that Armstrong actually stepped out of and walked on the moon. Over here is John Glenn's capsule. So he was the first person to orbit the Earth. That was back when I can remember, unfortunately. Figured out what this is. Let me look that up. I'm sure it tells it right away. Yeah, that one is it's Chuck Yeager's plane. The first one is about the speed of sound. And here we have the first airplane to fly twice the speed of sound, which is Mach 2.